In a U.S. Senate Judicial Committee hearing that happened earlier today, it was discovered that the Biden Department of Justice and FBI was tapping cell phones of Republican senators, 8 Republican senators to be exact, which includes Lindsey Graham, Marsha Blackburn, um, Josh Hawley, folks, and others. I think for me, what pisses me off is how the media has been saying that Trump's administration, his DOJ, his FBI is targeting his political enemies. But none of these media houses are going to actually cover this. The Biden DOJ was tapping cell phones of duly elected U.S. senators. They're not going to cover it. They are not interested in it. And every single thing that the Biden Department of Justice was doing, they're not interested in it. They're not interested in covering it. They tend a blind eye. But whenever President Trump prosecutes these people who were targeting their political enemies, these assholes in the media then accuse him of being on a revenge tour, on retaliating against his enemies. And then for me, the question is, okay, Trump is retaliating. Please tell me, what exactly is he retaliating against? What actions exactly is he retaliating against? Because he's clearly not prosecuting every one of his enemies. He's prosecuting some of his enemies. Why is he prosecuting these enemies and not others? Why? And if you're saying that he's on a revenge tour for what actions that were done? And when these actions were done, why were you not covering them? Why were you not cautioning against those actions? Why are you interested on his revenge tour, but you are not interested in telling your side to stop prosecuting their political enemies? It really pisses me off. Because even if we look at this issue, for instance, of James Comey, who definitely needs to be prosecuted, the media knows that James Comey was breaking the law. The media knows exactly that James Comey was peddling this bullshit Russia hoax nonsense, even though they had exculpatory evidence that President Trump was not involved at all with Russia. They knew this, and they knew that dossier was paid for by Hillary Clinton. They knew that it was paid by Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party, and they still put it in front of judges to get um, warrants to tap the phones of Carter Page and the guys that they were spying against. The media is aware of all of this. The media is aware that this entire Russian hoax story was bullshit to begin with, and that James Comey was at the center of it. But none of them are interested in these people being held accountable. And the media knows that from the time that Biden was inaugurated into president, they started an intensive and intentional effort to prosecute their enemies and try to keep President Trump off the ballot box. That is what they tried to do. And the media is aware of that. The Democrats from all the way from New York to Democrats in Georgia to Democrats in Washington, D.C., they had a coordinated effort trying to prosecute President Trump, trying to put him in jail, trying to bankrupt him. They're aware of all of this. And the media doesn't care. But when President Trump is holding these people accountable for all of that, all of a sudden, the sky is going to fall. You know what I think? I think prosecute them all. Because Republicans need to stop just being these nice guys. The Democrats can just do whatever they want to you, and you just and you just and you are just sitting there like sitting ducks. I'm saying prosecute them. Prosecute every one of them. Everyone who was involved in the tapping of phones of these senators, prosecute them, fire them all. Every one of them who were involved in all of these political prosecutions, political targeting, fire them, prosecute them. It has to happen so that Democrats will learn and they need to stop doing this. Because if this is not done, the next Democratic president, they're going to do the very same thing over and over again. They put Peter Navarro in prison. They put a lot of Trump. They prosecuted who was this guy now? Who was this uh, Republican congressman from South Carolina who became the chief of staff in President Trump's first presidency? I forgot his name now. They prosecuted him. They were trying to prosecute everyone who was involved in in President Trump's first term in office, trying to violate executive privilege, trying to do all kinds of unlawful actions. And the media is aware of all of this. And then somehow these people are not supposed to be prosecuted. There shouldn't be any responsibility and accountability for all of this. And you are telling us that it's President Trump who's politicizing FBI. It's not. It wasn't Biden who was politicizing it. That action of raiding a former president's house, something that has never been done in the history of the United States of America. And the media was salivating over this bullshit. Salivating over it as if it was a good thing. Letitia James, who ran for New York AG, saying that he's going to get Trump, and then came with these bullshit charges that Trump committed some mortgage fraud, even though the bank that he got this loan from didn't think that there was anything wrong with the application, and they did their own due diligence, and they got paid back the money that they were owed. And now an appellate court has set aside that fine that was imposed on Trump, a fine that was like, what, $500 million? And the media knows that all of that was political. They're aware of that. That there was a political case, that even the extent of that fine was political. They're aware of it. And instead of calling out Letitia James for it, they are busy salivating over it, celebrating it. And then we're supposed to say that, well, Republicans are not supposed to prosecute these people. No, prosecute them all. Put them under the jail. That's really what I'm saying. All of them, put them under the jail. That's the only way they'll learn. Every single one of them. James Comey, James Clapper, Andrew McCabe, put them under the jail. That's all I'll say about that. Because tyrants only understand force. That's the only thing that they understand. And if you don't fight back against these lunatics, none of us can be conservatives freely. None of us can be Republicans freely. None of us can have different opinions from them. Because if you oppose them, they're going to try to find something in your life, something in your past, there's a traffic fine that you didn't pay 10 years ago, and then they're going to try to prosecute you for that. That is what these lunatics are doing. So this is what I'm saying. They put all of them under the jail. Don't let up, prosecute all of them. Show them no mercy. That's really, for me, where I stand with this. Because this is the only way that they will learn. And if any of these people in the media are also guilty for something, put them also under the jail. We are not fucking around here. We are really not fucking around. time for QCs is over, folks.